My dear students, now we have to discuss about the different types of tests we can use in assessing the person's capacity to work in any particular job. Employment test. First of all, we need to know that what are employment tests. It is an attempt to assess the match between the applicant and the job requirement. We have to assess the match between the applicant and the applicant's skills and abilities with the job requirements. For example, if you need an ability of typing, if you need an ability of welding, and if you need an ability of driving, then you have to assess that ability and you have to match the ability of the applicant with the job requirements. And if that match is good, then obviously we can say that such kind of applicant is more suitable for any particular job. So employment tests can serve this purpose. So there are different types of employment tests. For example, one is called the interest test. Interest test aim to measure an applicant's interest pattern compares with the interest patterns of successful people in a specific job. Dear students, you know that in each job there are successful people, and those successful people have several patterns. They have several interest patterns, and if you know that successful people have such kind of interest patterns, then you can search for such kind of interest patterns in other individuals whom you are going to hire for any particular position. So this interest test aims to measure an applicant interest patterns and compares those interest patterns with the interest patterns of the successful people in that particular specific job. And if those patterns match, it means that such kind of individuals are more suitable, more successful in that specific job. So this is an interest test which can serve the purpose. Then another is called as an aptitude test. Aptitude test is a test of a special ability. It is a test of a very special abilities. For example, there are some abilities which are very clerical. Some people are very good in a clerical or administrative jobs. Some people are very good in linguistic. They can be a good English teachers, English spoken teachers. Some people are very good in music, so they can be a musical teacher. Some people are very good in artistic things, artistic abilities such as painting and the creative arts. So there are different jobs which require different kind of skills. There are different kind of special abilities. So you as an expert, you as a selector need to devise an aptitude test which can test the special abilities of individual for that specific job. Then there are intelligent tests. Intelligent tests, as the name indicates, it measures an individual's intelligent quotient, that is the ability to reason. You know, every person is not good in reasoning. Some people are good in artistic things, some people are good in painting, some people are good in music, but every person is not good in reasoning. So intelligence tests measure intelligent quotient, and that intelligent quotient would tell you the ability of the person to reason, the ability of the person to calculate, the ability of the person to analyze things. So intelligent quotient can be measured, and such kind of test would be called as intelligent test. Nowadays there are a lot of tests which also measures the emotional intelligence. So EI, that is the emotional component of the person, so the person can be more successful in emotional jobs. And then there are personality tests. Personality test measures the basic aspects of person's personality or temperament. You know, in some jobs we need a different temperament. If you're a teacher, your temperament need to be good. It need to be soft. If you are very strict, you would not be able to teach properly. If you are a policeman and you are very soft, very kind, it means, and you want to get some of the information from a very criminal person, so obviously such kind of temperament would not be suitable. So personality test would check your temperament. It would check your personality components such as motivation, your assertiveness, your sociability. So personality tests would serve the purpose. There are some tests which are computer-based testing. Is very common nowadays. There's a range of relatively very inexpensive test options available on the internet that organization can access. As we already discussed in our previous session, that there is a paradigm shift from a manual testing to the electronic testing to the computer-based testing. So different organizations can use such kind of test as well. The majority of tests continue to be administered in a paper and pencil format, but computer administered tests are nevertheless increasing in popularity and are predicted to become the most dominant mode of assessment for selection within the next decade. In the next decade, maybe it is a possibility that there would be no paper pencil format testing, and there will be all testing would be in electronic format. So there would be a paradigm shift, and it is going in this particular way. So concerns regarding candidates cheating can be overcome in electronic testing by making applicants aware that they will be reassessed if shortlisted. So if you would make them aware that they can be reassessed by paper pencil format test if they would be shortlisted, then such kind of cheating can be overcome. For example, McDonald's has introduced an e-recruitment program that requires candidates to apply online and then complete some multiple choice test. And after it, they can be used, those candidates in the shortlisting, and they can test their skills further in face-to-face mode. Successful candidates are then interviewed by a restaurant manager, and if they would be successful in the interview, then they would be selected. So you can use different kind of a e-recruitment test in future, and most of the organizations are now using such kind of test as well.